share their unfiltered views on pop culture
in a spicy yet sophisticated and
bold way like never before. Join us as we open doors for up-and-coming talent, fashion, and other urban entertainers. We out here, Royal Takeover Radio Show, and we here to take over everything.
Hey, this your boy J.R. the Rockstar, man. Listen live on lvrocks.com or download the TuneIn app every Wednesday night, 7 on the west, 10 on the east.
So get that bag ready.
LV Rocks. Noise from Vegas. The following is a live LV Rocks original webcast. Visit lvrocks.com for studio cam and live chat room.
Takeover, nigga, the break's over. About to get the streets bubbling like baking soda. Fans all the way from Dublin to Minnesota, coming fresh from out the oven, smell the aroma. It's your boy Nuff coming live from Sin City. To my left I got my man that's been with me from day one, Jason, the great Gatsby. Laying competition to waste like where the Gatsby. Unfiltered like a bogey with no tip on it. I know your feelings is hurt, but get a grip on it. Man up, pull your pants up, cause J.R. the Rockstar is amped up. Day from DC, sophisticato. If you got this girl on your team, you hit the lotto. Next up is Nikki, coming out of Maryland. Spicy, there is likely no comparison. Last but not least, the slacker from the D. He's bold with a capital B, and I'm the capital E. Real music is all we know. Let's party, yo. You're tuning in to RTO. Go.
Welcome to the Royal Takeover Radio Show.
What it do?
Welcome, guys.
We out here with a little bit of noise.
Sunday edition.
Sunday.
Hey, this is our third month. First show of our third month.
First show of the third month.
Guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're doing pretty good. If I do say so.
I think we holding it down. I think we doing better. I think we're learning, and I think we're more comfortable. And we thank y'all for walking with us again.
That's right.
So monthly again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. This is your girl, Dede Miss Sophisticated. Coming to you, I'm in Las Vegas, but I'm representing Washington D.C. always and forever, especially since football season. Definitely representing.
So Mo.
Don't be playing with D.C. like that. It's like,
I got love for D.C. They love me to death in D.C. I gotta show love.
That it is. What's up, y'all? This your boy J.R. the Rockstar, man. You know what I mean. Get it how you living, man. Stay amped.
Jay Gatsby, the great one, back at you. You already know.
Well, guys, we've been having a lot of fun lately.
A lot of
fun. There's a couple of things that's actually been happening that we have to get serious about for a little bit, just for a little while.
Speak on it.
Just because we don't want you guys to forget. I mean, yes, we do love having
Put that truth serum out
there. We love
having
fun, but the real world exists, and sometimes the real world is just not a very pleasant place.
And that's the truth. So we want to make sure we're addressing our issues. So we have to address the couple of issues that just recently happened in our community.
Speak on it.
First, we want to let you guys know it. A little later today, we do have an interview with Mr. Fokus Da Konnect.
Focus Da Konnect.
As you guys remember, they are definitely a fan. We are a fan of them on the Royal Takeover Radio
we fucks
show.
with y'all. Listen,
heavy.
I'm a thug. I ain't with that Pretty Ricky shit.
Not at all.
Yeah, we definitely still mess with that jaunt. That was the first jaunt that they put on for us, and
we got a
really
debut tonight
it.
too.
We got a debut tonight of one of their new songs, and we listened to it about 4 times
with your cute ass
on the radio here. So we're gonna make sure we get into that a little later, but we're gonna get serious, and then we're gonna get back to fun. How about that?
Yeah, let's get the dirty work out the way real quick.
All right,
might as well mix it all.
I want to go over. We have 2 incidents that we want to go over, which is going to lead into into the topic that I really want to discuss.
Right.
So the first incident that I want to talk about is Miss Erica White. Outside of Houston, she was pulled over by the police for crossing over a solid line. When she was stopped by the police officer, she said a police officer became aggressive with her, and there's a video of this. The police officer became aggressive with her to where she actually became fearful, to where she is standing outside of her car with the police, and directly in front of her, she's on her phone with 911.
Requesting backup for him, just so she feels more comfortable, correct?
I don't even understand how it got to that point when a lane changing and fracture is a minor thing. It ain't even big.
It's minor. So she's on the police phone with the police. She's saying, hey, this guy's really aggressive for me. My heart is pounding. I'm fearful. Can you please send me another unit?
Speak on it.
While she's talking to 911, the operator transferred to another person, so she had to repeat what she was saying.
Right.
The police officer standing in front of her begins loud. She's like, sir, can you please not raise your voice at me? I'm calling for assistance. At this point, the police officer, mind you, she hasn't done anything wrong. All she did was cross over a lane. She didn't raise her tone.
Didn't change
She's like,
anything.
I'm a therapist, actually. I've never had a ticket before. I've never been pulled over before. I don't know why you're coming at me like this, but I'm calling for backup. Right. At this point, he then grabs her arm, twists her arm. She's still on the phone with the police saying, hi, this guy is grabbing me. He's tasering me.
He should have lost his job at that point.
Other people for them to call 911. She's then arrested for 2 nights. And she's put in jail for 2 nights, and she has to pay $1,000 bail. She's charged with resisting arrest.
But they can't tell you what she was being arrested for.
That's the only thing she's charged for was resisting arrest. Now, this incident was actually investigated, and the police was found to have not done anything wrong.
They never are.
That video came out?
Until the video came out. Mind you, she's
and they're saying that they're looking
and you know what? Even with that video coming out, that police officer still won't get charged, because we've seen countless times where their body cameras, or however you want to say it, somebody's supposed to be watching them, but yet innocent people still get shot at or killed.
And people wonder why I call cops drug addicts, because they're addicted to power. So they're drug addicts.
That's what it was. It was a complete, and it was no way to look at this besides a power trip.
Right.
My thing is, if that camera was not there,
it could have went left.
It did go to me.
Yeah, it could have went even
left.
further
left.
Because if you remember,
but it could have got worse.
Thing that happened with Sandra Bland.
This is,
and she lost her life.
And you know what? The thing that burns me up is really that people really think that they have rights and laws.
They don't.
This is another example how the people that enforce the law can break the law to do what they want and have no consequences. There is only one step left that is, I'm telling you, people are not going to have that.
Definitely not.
Somebody's going to do something stupid, mind you, because you shouldn't just jump out there and just start killing
anybody.
Cops and stupid stuff like that. But I will say, you got people with mental health issues. You just got people that may be having the most fucked up day ever. You don't know. So if you're doing something illegal as a cop and you pushing these buttons and a person feels threatened, I mean, the laws of retaliation is very clear.
But my thing is, it's not even really retaliating. Like, these people are she literally did nothing wrong.
Of course not. She did.
Nothing that she did should have been. But my thing is, the cop is wrong. How did it get to the point where she was actually jailed for 2 days for resisting arrest when a first charge was never presented?
Oh, of course.
Just no one looked at this. The jail didn't look at this.
No,
why
listen,
did you bring her here?
When you make the rules, you can make
enforce
anything.
them how you want to. They don't have to follow protocol. Not from what I think, based on everything that we see from a week-to-week basis.
Right.
They can break the law as far as killing women, men, and children of color.
And they don't get consequences.
And it doesn't even make past grand jury. So they don't even get a court of law. They get a paid vacation, which they say is administrative leave.
Yep.
And the cycle will continue. And it will always continue. But let one cop get shot and it's, oh my God, this is so horrible.
We can't do this. That's wrong.
It's messed up, but it's also wrong to kill innocent people. So it's wrong all across the board, but the powers that be would like you to be all up in arms when it happens to people that's enforcing the law.
I got a question for both of y'all on this topic. When it starts getting to the simplest term, life for a life, do you think the police will start waking up then?
Well, Barry O is going to make that martial law that he signed last year, that bill. Martial law will be in effect before November. We will not have an election, and he gets to stay. And he's using black people as a pawn to do so, and it's clear. He's basically inciting what's going on by staying silent. He'll speak about what happens publicly.
Yeah, he will.
Cops saying we shouldn't do this, and that's not the response. Still waiting for him to just condemn police brutality and the acts that we see publicly.
I think that right there is, and that's going into my last thing on this. That's one of my things is, I feel like them failure to act on this is it's really gonna
because they're a part of it.
It's getting ready to get to a life for life type of thing. That's what it's getting ready to be.
That's what.
It's going to be a life for a life.
Action. I'm telling you guys, no action is an action. And you know me, if you go back and listen to our show 2 months ago, I was like, no, not all cops are bad. We shouldn't do this.
Which is true.
Now,
not all cops are bad, but I just never see the good ones there.
I was getting ready to
Condemn
say
the bad ones.
Like,
So
in the country,
I'm
they
under
have
the impression that if you're good, you're going to condemn the bad stuff so it doesn't give you a bad name.
That's
So
true.
not saying nothing enables their behavior even further.
But I was
Police don't police themselves, so we know that.
I know in the country they have a saying, one bad apple spoils the bunch. So that's what I'm starting to realize with all these police. I mean, you got the bad cops and you got good cops, but like y'all just said, good cops ain't speaking up or ain't even showing who the bad cops are, ain't even putting them in their place like that. You see like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 videos of a good cop trying to put a bad cop in his place, but then you see millions of videos of bad cops getting away with doing what they normally do on a 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then the good cops that do stand up, they get in trouble by their superiors.
That they do.
Up, so.
Okay, and so another question that I saw posted by a lot of people is, since this happened, and you already know when an African-American man get killed, everybody is up in arms, protesting. You know, we go hard for you guys, us as black women, when that happened. We're like, what, Dad, you taking our fathers away from him? I don't see any outrage over this. Is it because she didn't get killed? Do you think?
I think it's a great job by the media of suppressing the story. And people also don't respect the news as a major outlet anymore because they're a part of the lie as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you have to look at things with a grain of salt and say, is this really happening? I have to dig deeper.
Yeah.
And I think by that time, we live in a microwave society. So by the time we do the digging, a day later, which is major news still, it kind of gets forgotten. People are on the next thing.
That it is.
Attention spans are very low. So, it's just one of those things. But I do see what you're saying. And I do feel like black men need to take care of our women. I can't stress that enough. It's one thing to call your woman a queen and do all that, but you gotta do more than that. We gotta do better as men.
You guys.
Black women hold us down. They do.
That they do.
When shit goes left with us, like these cop shootings, Castile and Sterling,
They
I saw
right there.
black women like, no, you can't do this to our fathers and our husbands. And black men do typically stay silent. I do, me personally, in my, I guess, social media following, I do see a lot of black men standing up and saying something and condemning it. I don't see it as much as the women, so I can't say that, but I do see some. I think we should go harder than just some, though.
I think so.
Okay,
so that's one incident right there, right? That's something that just happened.
Right.
So now let's go talk about Mr. Paul O'Neal. Paul O'Neal in Chicago. He's an African-American young guy. He was still in a car, and he ran into the police cruiser. The police cruiser opened fire on his car. Mind you,
of course they did. That's
he
the
had-
first
That's
broken
the first
law.
thing they
The windows
talk.
are rolled over the up, so you can't say, and they're completely black. You can't say you saw him with a gun. You can't say any of this.
Yeah,
nature.
they have no excuse.
After he crashed his car into the police cars, he got out and he pursued on foot. Mind you, before this incident happened, you have 7 different angles of police with body cameras. No
But then those
one,
body
there's
cameras were seriously cut off.
right. There's no video of him being shot in his back.
Of
The
course
next
not.
video you see is the police over him, pretty much still he's
Cuffing
shot in
him.
his back.
Yeah.
Cuffing them.
Cuffing him,
Cutting
calling
him
him
out.
a
Covering in
motherfucker.
blood
Covering him
and
out.
cursing them
All
out.
this. The police
It
are
makes me
confused
sick
at
to
the
my
end, like he
stomach.
did shoot at us, right? He did do this and all this. So 3 officers lost their jobs.
As they
After
should,
this, I
amongst
still
others.
haven't heard of any arrest. Now this is a man he got killed. He did not survive.
There won't be an arrest.
Of course not.
This is another incident where a police officer has just killed somebody else.
There
So-
won't be an arrest because if you can make the laws, you can break them, and you can get away with it.
And I just see someone just said this too. He said the police put people in danger by shooting blindly in a residential neighborhood. Because the street that he was on is lined by nothing but houses.
Right.
And so they just recklessly flying at this car.
Because they're drug addicts. When
Exactly.
you're addicted to anything, you will go out to great extremes to get what you want. They want power and respect.
They think
They're
their
willing to
badge
do whatever.
on their chest gives them the power to just break anything and do whatever they want to do.
But my
what
thing
it
is,
is.
no one is telling them that it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they won't, because